This artist is called Dylan Gossett, country singer. Fun fact, I had a ticket, so I was at a wedding, and then I was trying to fly back to make that concert, and then it was too late, and I missed out, and that sucks. Like, that sucks. Anyways, decided what we're going to do today for the video at the gym, and realized it's going to be making shorts. So I was like, I miss my shorts, like the gray shorts I used to wear almost every day for like 2 or 3 years. And they were mine. I made them, and I'm going to make them again, except a little bit better. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Those are 2 shirts, button downs, that I got when I was looking for something else at like a thrift store. But I hate the way they smell, so I'm just like trying to air them out here because I don't really know how to wash them. One of them's corduroy. Like, how do you wash corduroy? Nobody actually knows. It's rhetorical. All right, here are the shorts. They started to wear thin, right? It was a little big, the waistband, so I might adjust it some. But yeah, let's just get a little leftovers before I start working on that shirt, and because I need to eat. I haven't really eaten today. Quick little switch up on the room setup. This place is a fucking mess. The main reason I did this was for lighting. Okay, so right now I'm just taking off the waistband. This part is gonna be the longest part of the whole thing because I just have to unstitch all this. And the reason I'm taking this all apart is I'm gonna use this as my template. I do have another shorts template that I could use, but like, why fuck with a good thing? You know? Well, you'd want to fuck a good thing, but like, you know what I mean. Okay. Is that funny or is that inappropriate? Both. Now I have to take apart the other seam, which is just really just one long seam. Finally did it. Now, the important parts of this mold is essentially side cuts here and this side, because they are different. This side's the front, this side's the back. So now I'm gonna take the fresh material. It's hard to believe that this is the same material actually, because this is like very gray and this one's just darker gray. All right, so I'm gonna lay this out, put this on top, cut it. Okay. The reason I thought it was weird that this was the same material is because it's not the same material. This is the material that's the same as this. It makes a lot more sense. Also, it's weird though because I can't remember what I made with this. Oh, I think I made a shirt for somebody. Yeah, that's what I did. I made a shirt for somebody. Alright, you can totally see what's going on here. But I'm slightly out of material on one end and on the other end. So what I'm going to do is, when I get to cutting to right here, I'm just going to cut kind of like right like in between these 2 spots. So I'm going to middle it, so it'll be like that. Pocket, which means this is the front. So if I have a pen somewhere, I'm just gonna do like dot dot dot, and right here, dot dot dot. I have to flip it real quick because this is the outside. This, flip it like this. Should roughly line up. If you don't have the right kind of needle, it's gonna bunch on like athletic and that kind of material. There we go. Okay. So, we just sewed this side and this side. It's like the side view of the shorts basically. So then what you're gonna wanna do is in the middle of the shorts, pull it apart like this, And those are your tops. And then you have the seams, and then where those line up, right near my chins, you put those together. You put those together, and then all you have to do is sew from that where they meet up in the crotch outward on this line, and that'll be it. All right, as I was sewing that, I realized something that I forgot to mention, which is that before you start anything, you want to make sure that your fabric, when you're making your shorts, is stretchy this way and not this way, because you want to have give horizontally, not vertically, because you're not like, you know, your leg isn't like stretching, but when you bend around and stuff, like you get it, you get it. Now I'm gonna make a couple of cuts just to make the fabric the same length real quick. Okay. Now we gotta test these. About the right amount of crotch. So I'm gonna make sure that that's high enough. Just kind of like taking this a little bit here, and then I'm gonna put on this waistband, and I sew the bottom of it, lay the drawstring in there, and then I sew the top. Okay, we're almost done. I might do the rest of this off camera just to get to the end state video, whatever, and then we can talk about them all when they're done. All right, one like little trick thing just figured I'd mention is that when you're doing the waist, as you guys saw, actually, it's like bigger, and even though I cut it a little smaller, it's still a lot bigger than the waistband. Like the waist material is a lot bigger than the waistband. Essentially, if you think about it like here, and at one point, it's just gonna be this big extra material. Like you have to spread it evenly. So to spread it evenly, as you're sewing it, I'm actually pulling the black band flat so that all the gray material spreads out evenly. I think that's well explained. Okay, thanks. Actually, what I'm looking at right now, the scrunchiness on the right, like where the stitching is, you can see like how it's like scrunched up right here, right? Like on this right side of it, it's not, it's just like flat. But on this left side, it's like this bump, this bump, this bump. These little ones, that's the scrunchiness we're talking about. So as I'm sewing, I'm basically eyeballing that as I go and trying to match what's on the right on the left. And when I get to the end, we'll see if it's, I think I got it, but we'll see. Also, what I'm doing right now by doing this, pulling on both ends, is something that every person that actually sews would tell you, like, you do not do that. You're never supposed to touch any of this. You're supposed to just let it go. Let the machine take it. We come from the school of no school, so we do things the way we want to do them. And we say, fuck the rules. But yeah, you're not actually supposed to sew like this. I just finished. I'm pretty sure I'm super duper 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 impressed with myself for doing this really well. Here they is, shorts. Made in a night. I may have to adjust like the crotch or like the actual short legging portion, but that's just gonna come from wearing them a little bit. I wish I could, like, even the length is like perfect right now. It's leg day tomorrow too, so I'm definitely gonna wear these right now. I fucking nailed it. This makes me feel like I know how to sew, which normally, even though I sew, I feel like I don't know how to sew. That's a good feeling. All right, now I'm gonna eat food and edit.